Hello everybody, Bluelizard here, and this is episode 3 of my Cities Skylines. And in this episode, I actually start doing something with the town that I was mentioning in the last episode. And as you can see, I'm laying down the roads for this town. And then I'm actually using a national road. I think they come in a mod. I don't think they're part of the base game. And basically, the national roads I'll use for like the basically like country roads, pretty much. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm just laying out the town here. And this video might be a little bit longer than my normal Cities Skylines videos. It's because I uploaded quite a lot of footage. The last episode and this episode are pretty much like recorded like from the same time pretty much, but I've split them in two, and I was planning to split this one in two, but I've decided to keep this one as whole. So yeah, and remember this is time lapse, so from last episode and the whole of this episode like added together, I think it took me about 3 hours to record, so I had 3 hours of footage. And I've pretty much just time-lapsed it down to less than that, pretty much. But yeah, this is what I was speaking about the train station. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I think I actually decided I was gonna place the train station somewhere else. Oh yeah, and there's also something else that I need to tell you. This isn't live commentary. This is pre-recorded footage, and I'm speaking over as I'm watching it. So yeah, in the future I hope to do like live commentary City Skyline videos as yeah, and yeah, and I wasn't actually originally planning to speak in these City Skylines videos. That's why in my first City Skylines episode I didn't actually speak, because that was the original plan. The original plan the original plan was I wasn't going to speak, but I've recently decided that I am. And I think at this point I was actually deciding what type of station that I would like to use for the for it. And to be honest, I could have used this one, but I can't actually remember which one I did actually use. I think it was just this one. I don't know why I didn't use the other one, because that one was perfect. And I actually changed this thing here around a little bit more yet, so this isn't the completed version of it. Yeah, let's play the music. I will be right back to you in the minute. You'll know when, because I'll be back speaking then. But yeah, let the music play now. Right then, so I'm back, and at this point in time, I was actually planning to do like a sewage place. I think it was. I apologise if I didn't put any detail in it, like on the sewage place in this episode. I know that eventually I do put a fence around it and stuff like that, and I also end up putting the water things like right next to it. Don't worry, I will be changing that in the future. For the water, I will actually be creating a couple reservoirs. There's actually a couple locations on the map that it's possible for me to do that, and I can dam like it off, I think. And yeah, and as you can see, at the moment I have the water thing there, and I actually bring it a little bit closer. And then in the minute, I actually end up messing up like a lot. You'll probably see that, and as you see here, I was connecting up the water pipes with the machines, things, and yeah, I think this is the point where I actually started like messing it all up. Well, I mean, at first it's not as bad as what you'll see, you'll see, because as you can see, I'm kind of messing with it now. I actually end up... when do I do it? I think, like, I'm really close to... yes, I think this is it. And I actually end up putting a canoe in. And then I put, like, the water things at the end. And then... it ends up messing even more. It should go there in a minute. And yeah, for this world, I have a lot of things planned. Like I said, the reservoir, I've got an airport planned. Yeah, but at first we need to do the main things like the sewage plants and the water stuff. And at the moment, this water stuff is just temporary. It's not permanent. And this is when I start messing it all up. I actually put like another little stream going down there. I just don't know what I was doing when I was doing this thing here. Because I end up putting like a sea wall around it. I have no idea what I was doing when I was doing that bit, but yeah. And it doesn't end up that good afterwards anyway. And then I eventually actually scrapped this and end up doing it again. But I actually end up putting the water water things, what they call the water pumps, elsewhere. But we'll just watch me do this a minute. And it's pretty good. It sends it down 2 streams, and it actually ends up like see, like, even that stream starts ending up going down there. It's pretty much these like water pumps suck like pretty much every single bit of water in, and actually end up like trying to make the little connection there smaller and see if it gets less water through, and keep the river going downstream. Now actually fill in that bit with concrete. Yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is just a small town. Like I said about the detail, I'm not adding any detail in it just yet, but eventually I shall add detail onto it. But yeah, I think this episode is like rushed. I was actually rushing because I think it was really late, and yeah. Like I said, I actually end up like getting rid of that, and see, I end up putting the pumps over here. And I still got a gate and a fence to put around it, and yeah, I get rid of the I don't get rid of all the pipes. I actually connect it up again. But yeah, as you can see here, the river actually starts messing up, so I have to try and remember this is time lapse, so that river would have been messed up much longer for me. And yeah. I actually tried to get it back to its original shape, but it's actually, like, I don't think I did get back to its original shape, in the end, but, yeah. And those, concrete roads, I think they come with a network or something mods where they add, like, lots of different roads. It actually comes in useful. I actually use it for that, and this is when I actually start choosing the fence to put in. And then I think I actually decide to put, this fence in, eventually. Yeah. And as you can see here, it doesn't all fit in, if you use the, prop, line thing. So I actually end up, placing it by hand. And then I go back round again, like this. And like I said, sorry if, like, it's bad detail and the things in the areas where I place, like, the things like I just did there with the fence, I just placed up against the wall with, like, no actual, like, other connection. Don't worry, like I said, I will be updating the detail and stuff, and to prove that I can do detail, I look at the train station that I did. And I think here I actually placed, like, the wrong type of fence, and then I actually end up, like, placing it back up again. There we go. And yeah, I'm just looking at the thing here, and it's pretty close to the end. But yeah, and I actually put that gate in there. I know that some bits are messy, but like I said before, I don't need to say it again. I don't know why I keep on repeating that, but anyway, yeah. So I try not to say it again. That's my challenge for the rest of this episode. Try not to say about the detail again. I think I was so, like, I think I, like, really wanted to do the detail, and I couldn't really do it because I didn't have enough time. And now that I'm actually watching over this, speaking, I'm thinking about doing the detail. You know what? That's probably going to be the first thing I do after I finish recording my voice here. I'm probably going to go on Cities Skylines and record another episode. Record some more gameplay and do the detail. And then after that, I might come and record my voice again on top of that. But yeah, I think that's as far as I got in this episode. I think I added a couple other little things. Apart from that, I think that's as far as I got. Like here. And I don't know if I'm going to use that sewage plant as the main, like, city sewage plant or just that town. I know there was quite a lot of things there for the town, but yeah. And like I said about the detail, you saw the train station is actually quite a good detail. But yeah, this is the end of the episode here. And yeah, this is Bluelizard, and I shall see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.